Well, we should be live. Hey, YouTube, it's 4 o'clock. It's Friday. I said I'd be here, and well, here I am. Despite this, despite being a very busy day in the Conn household, it's been a busy week, in fact, and this is after having a week off. And on that note, how y'all doing? It's been a while. So, a lot of plans this week, a lot of things happening. We looked at a new house yesterday. We're going to be moving the studio. Well, it's actually a dining room. I'm in the dining room. Going to have a studio. Within the next month or two, we'll be moving our environment into a new environment, and it's very exciting. It's a house. It's a beautiful space. Can't wait to be there and be bringing you new magic from a new space. Today, I had some interesting things keeping me busy as I was filming a teach-in, a new tutorial. I'm a little behind the curve as I've had roofers on my house this week. We had damage from the recent hurricane. Well, this week, right up, I'm on the third floor, so they're right above my head, just pounding away on the roof, which brought my workflow to a grinding halt. So I'm making up lost time today, and that includes filming your tutorial, which will be available after this stream sometime this evening. The Svengali deck teach-in will be online, doing an in-depth. Tell you what I'm doing. I'm redoing all the tutorials from a little shop I have, conjure.com, where I sell beginner's magic. So we're doing some enhanced, more pretty tutorials. That'll be live for you later today. So as I was saying, while I was editing that, I hope to have it done before the live. While I was editing the John K has me distracted. He's going to buy this Svengali deck in the Built to Last DVD. Hey John, thank you for supporting my jam. Dig this, guys. So I'm editing my Svengali deck tutorial. My phone rings. My phone doesn't ring that often, and I don't answer it that often when it does, but I answered it today as it was Jack Goldfinger, who is the entertainment director at the Magic Castle. If you're not familiar with the Magic Castle, let me tell you, it's one of the most hallowed halls for any magician to work, and I've been invited to be one of those magicians. So later this month on the 27th, I'll be performing for their virtual show for their members. This is a private club, the Magic Castle, so it's not something you can just see, but it's a big deal for me. I'm excited. I'm sharing it. And moving forward, at their earliest availability, Jack has invited me to perform live and in person, and I've never been to the castle, or much less California. I've got a lot of kindred spirits on that West Coast. Hey guys, I'm coming for you. West Coast, I'm coming your way. Tom Frank, you out there? I'm headed your way, buddy. I'm not going to say the F word, but we're going to F it up. All right, so that's exciting times. Stay tuned for that. And if you are a Magic Castle member, well, I'll see you soon. I've also been distracted by oddball things. This is one of them. Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate your kind words. Let me just maybe if I did this down here. I want to watch this one myself. Let's segue into this thing. This is not a magic trick, okay? This is a skill-based thing that I've been working on. You might want to try this. You might not. Maybe you have a social life. I don't, so I do this here. Hey, Lucas, coming in with the super chat. Lucas and I spent some time on the... Oh, it's hard. It's hard. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Not only is it hard, Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, it should look like it's balanced on the card box. Yeah, Lucas, good to see you. I do memberships, if you're not familiar with that. I have a members area, and I do live lessons, and Luca, or I call them coaching sessions. We just chat. Lucas and I chatted the other day. It was a good one. This is an old idea. A lot of people will relate this concept with a French magician by the name of Gaetan Bloom, who did this effect with string, or I guess I shouldn't tell his methods. This doesn't use... James is in the chat. He's amazed that the camera and the audio work. That's real magic. No technical snafus. So, and again, I'm just balancing on this micro, is it even a millimeter of a card? And there's no magnets, there's no slits, there's no string. It's a unique principle. That I've started playing with, and I hope to bring you some more of that in the near future. But for now, that's that demonstration. If nothing else, it's the kind of thing that you don't see every day. And if nothing else, the camera works and the audio is working as well. That FYI is Kalen Morelli's work. If you don't know who Kalen Morelli is, I want to correct that. He's a pretty brilliant guy. Here's the other trick I'm going to do. I did this on the Shorts platform this week. As I often do, I'll go through my repertoire of magic that I've done in my life in different places. I don't know that I ever used printing professionally. Yeah, I did. I used to sell this at Magic Masters. As it says on the packaging, it's one of the top 5 best sellers in the world. Well, this was going back maybe 20 years ago. And now not so many people know about the trick, right? It's like everyone wants the latest, greatest thing. So here I am. Hey, folks. Here I am digging through the archives, bringing you the old goodies. So open your eye holes to these routines. And if you are a performing magician, I'll quite often leave links in the description. I've left one there for you today if you would like to pursue this further. Let me do it for you now. It'll be a pleasure as I don't have to perform it in less than a minute. It's always challenging to do these longer routines, and that's what this is. It's a routine that I used a rating system for this, and what I did was I rated it all 10s. Yes, all 10s. Well, those cards. These cards are different. These are my Presto, Printo, Absorbo cards of mystery. And maybe if I just demonstrated their capabilities for you live. Watch what happens if I take one of the cards and just rest it on the 10 for a second. Look, I can get a perfect dupe, a perfect match. It also, and this is kind of weird, it also works with the backs. Look, if I put the 10 on the face of the blank, yeah, you can get, yeah. Now that's kind of a weird situation. Or this, you could also do not just the face on the front, and let me do that now, but I could also do a face on the back, and that looks something like this. That's the kind of card you don't see every day. Yeah, I do. That's my life. Beyond that, we can speed things up with the demonstration, do 2 at once. That's the club and the heart simultaneously, or all at once. And you don't even have to do the cards. If you like, you can do a little green off the pad, yellow green off the pad. That works too. No, it's not LED surfaces. In fact, well, this one might be. I'll just take a little snapshot. A little snapshot, all that. You can just take that as a souvenir if you were here. In fact, the wonderful thing about this printing routine is that these cards are all normal. There are no real gaffes in this routine. Everything is examinable at the end of this effect. So when I do these tricks, I always have fun when people guess the methods, including LED screens. A lot of people accuse me of camera tricks. Well, folks, I don't use camera tricks ever. That's like where I draw the line. No camera tricks. They say I edited this one. This is really just, it can be easy. I use a John Carney strategy, a version of the Hammond count. If you get a chance to watch this, you might watch the opening sequence as I display all the backs. Advanced practitioners will want to crack their copy of John Carney's Carneycopia. This is a great textbook of close-up sleight of hand magic. And John's handling of the Hammond count, which is done from an Elmsley grip position, is very natural and worth your attention. I've said too much, perhaps. I'll say no more. Matthew's wondering if there's going to be a giveaway. There is not, Matthew. In fact, let me say this now. This stream almost didn't happen today as I am behind on my editing. I've got an errand to run. I sadly have an illness in the family. My wife's dealing with that, and we have to. So this stream is going to be a little bit brief. I'm looking to do about 20 minutes today. So we're at minute 10. I did want to briefly do a Svengali deck trick, although that seems kind of mundane after printing. But let me do this. I'll do my favorite trick with this deck. And note that this tutorial coming up this evening on the Svengali deck is an intensive teach-in. So if you're not familiar with what trick decks can do, you might want to tune in to my next long-form video coming up. And hey, if you are familiar, I might have some arcane knowledge that you're not familiar with. If nothing else, if you watch the damn thing and appease the algorithm and give it a like and a comment, I'd appreciate it. With that information out of the way, Here's my favorite Svengali deck trick. And this is one of a series of a routine that I teach. Fours are good. I'll use the 4. You can just take a random card. Ideally, you have a friend that can pick it. I'm just going to take one from the middle here. This will be our selected card, the Deuce of Clubs. Watch as I do nothing, but I do it very well. The tippy tap, it comes right to the top. Yeah, not your card, my card, the 4. What is, yeah, over here where my card was, that's your card, the Deuce. And that's the power of the Svengali deck. It's one of the tricks that you can do with it. There's literally hundreds. I was doing this one. This is a great one. Nice dramatic moment where you wrap a deck with a napkin, take a dinner knife or a professional knife, stab it in the pack, and blindly find the selected card. And note this, if I'd gone one card further or one card less, that would have been a miss. This is the power of the Svengali deck, and that's going to be the tutorial coming your way today. It is a trick deck of cards, so it's a commercial thing that you need to own to do. But what I'm doing is redoing my tutorials for Conjure.com. This is where I sell the beginner stuff. When I opened this shop a year ago, in fact, today I'm just re-upping the website and the web domain, spending hundreds of dollars well, to make hundreds actually. But when I put the original tutorials up, I shot them with an iPhone, one camera. Now I have more tech and I'm upgrading the tutorials. So if you have purchased one of those decks from me and you have the tutorial password, oh, you won't even need that. Just watch it on the YouTube. That's the name of that tune. That's really all I had planned to do today. I'll happily take some questions from the chat. I guess I should mention there are links in the chat or in the description here. You could go through that, and if you want to pick up a printing, got a Vanishing Ink affiliate deal, only 15 bucks. You know, so many tricks today are released. They're $20 for the dang tutorial. For $15 from Vanishing Ink, you get the cards, you get a DVD, you also get a downloadable link. It's a great trick, man, and it's easy to do, really. So, links to the membership are in the description as well. And Jesse, you're here, and maybe just in time for me to leave. I'm doing a short one today, about 20 minutes. That's going to give me about 7 more minutes to hang out here. So in the Penumbras ask about a good book to improve on sponge balls. And I don't know that there has ever been a good book on sponge ball. Frank Garcia had probably the best one back in the day. He published the Encyclopedia of Sponge Ball Magic. Sadly, it's out of print and not accessible. I'll say it again. Frank Garcia, Encyclopedia of Sponge Balls. If I had to pick one, that's the one that I'm going to pick. What I would probably recommend, first of all, I'm going to send you to my YouTube channel, my tutorial list. I have a tutorial where I cover the palms, the productions of the balls, how to split them. We discuss like the 10 effect, and I go over a couple of other sponge ideas. You can look on my tutorials. If you've done that already, you might want to look at some guy like Daryl. Daryl has an encyclopedic offering, so maybe it's time to transgress into some video like DVD endeavors. Alextron has my attention with a black cat sticker, a little super chat. Thank you very much for your generous donation there. Lucas is staying up late to be with us. Hello in Twin Cities. I don't know. Good to see you, Bear. Welcome to the chat. What else are we going to talk about? You want to see some more cups and balls? I'm putting a moratorium on cups and balls videos. Although I'll be out in the French Quarter this weekend street performing. So could I do a routine with the sponge balls? I'll show you. You know, when I perform professionally, let me tell you what I use. Out of my bag of tricks. I don't perform the sponge balls professionally. I opt to use these, which are the rabbits. So can I perform a routine? I could hack my way through it. I like to use the sponge rabbits. Maybe I'll just give you an example of something you can do with these. They come with little babies that make a nice production at the end. They're also quite charming. So I would start by saying, oh, I'm going to do a trick with a little hare. Maybe I'd grab a hair off somebody. I'll say, here, I'll make the hair a little bit bigger. Here, let me do this. And now it's a split hair. The split hair. That's American humor. Yeah, those short books are junk usually. I don't recommend those. Watch the rabbits. They do the world's fastest magic trick. They change places. Look, they change places. Whoosh, whoosh. The double mystery. No, you can do all of these tricks with the sponge balls too. It doesn't have to be rabbits. Let me slow it down for you. 10 seconds. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Yeah. That's a short demonstration of how, if I was just going to use 2 sponge items, you can do all that with sponge balls if you'd like. And again, I describe all of that on the sponge ball tutorial. Oliver Bell in the house, our next generation of future magic superstars. Always good to see you there. No apologies. I set no notifications. I didn't schedule the stream. In fact, I almost didn't make it myself. You missed the news, but you could watch the stream afterwards. I talk about it. Exciting things are happening in my world. Yeah, you know, it's amazing what you can get out of a finger palm. You know, if you can learn the finger palm, with which sponge balls are easy because they pack so small, right? It's easy to palm them. That's why they're so popular. Even like a big one, like these are, here, let me get some big boys out here. These are 1.5 super soft, which is what I sell at conjure.com. And these are bigger ones. So again, even though they're big, they pack real small. I can produce the ball from someone's shoulder, and then I could, I did that with the wrong hand. Did I mention I don't actually perform sponge balls? And I could saw the ball in half, and then same trick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is just a simple false placement, just the act of learning to pretend to put something in your hand. You can do a trick like that. And those ideas are all described on the sponge ball tutorial. Well, look at this. Newell Unfreed. Is it Unfreed has stepped into the house. Good to see you, friend. Your package is en route to you. It was nice to share some ideas with you on the messenger the other day. Newell, a virtual living legend. Newell, I talked to Jack Goldfinger today, and I'll be at the castle in the near future. Yes, indeed. Magic Castle in Los Angeles. It's a private club, generally revered as the mecca for magicians. You know, you've made it there. You've made it. Paige wants a 3-card Monty variation. All right, we'll make this the last piece I perform. Here's what I'll do. I'll get a couple variants of the Monty out. And who is it? Tej, I'll let you pick one of them. Here's one version. Here's another one. Do I have another one? Yep. Can I do this one? Probably not. Will I try? Sure, why not? The illusion of being prepared. All right, Tej, here we go. Is this one ready to go? Let me take... Nope, it's not at all. Yeah, well, I performed at their virtual luncheon about a week ago, and I did so hoping it would be like an audition. I get my foot in the door. It turns out I was right, and they booked me for their virtual show, their member show, which is a more formal appearance. And hey, William, the painting card trick is actually one that I offer for sale. Part of my members offering, or you can visit me at conjure.com. I have a download there. It's called Flush Brush, and that's where I teach that, you know. Some things I have to sell. If I give everything away for free, I never make money, and then I can't do this all the time. So there's got to be some give and take there. All right, Tej, what do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Find the 3-card Monty. Version 1, version 2, or version 3 is actually a 4-card Monty. And that might get confusing. Tej will be choosing, and hurry up, but take your time. That's the 4-card Monty. Rodney bought Flush Brush. Thank you. 3 it is. This is a good one. 3 it is. In fact, this is my favorite version lately, probably because it's the one I've most recently added to my repertoire. It is the 4-card Monty. It's a nice ungaffed version, and you'll be happy to hear that this is one that I teach on the platform. I feel like I've done this recently, but I could be wrong. So we'll start. Yeah, these are blank cards. These are, you don't really need to watch these. You need to watch the ace, and maybe if we did this, I'll put one of the blank cards aside. We'll just use 2 in a strict 3-card Monty situation. See if you can follow the ace, right? And I will mix it up. See if you can follow the ace. Please no wagering at home. Please no wagering. Some of the people will guess that it's on the bottom. That's generally a loser. Some of the people think it's on the top, and others will guess that I just leave it in the middle. But really the only way to win the Monty is to guess. You want to guess the card that you least suspect. This is, let me do that again for you. I'll put one of the blank cards aside. Ace goes back in the middle, and now you have to wonder, how in the world am I going to get that ace to leave this packet and get over here without you seeing it? I can do that, and I'm going to challenge you to see it one more time as I put a blank card on the table. The ace goes in the middle. So now where would you bet? 3-card Monty. Where would you bet? Some people would bet here. Some people would bet here. And almost everyone bets here. Yep, that's where they bet. And this is why you never eat at a place called Mom's. You never play cards with a guy called Pops. And a sucker and his money were lucky to find each other in the first place. Thank you, Harry Anderson. And hey, thank you, Bob King. That's Bob King's handling of the 4-card Monty. And again, this is one of the tutorials that I offer. If you haven't discovered my tutorials, there's a lot of them waiting on you. There's over 40 in the tutorial playlist list. You can find that one in the card trick playlist as well. And then if you're a member, I have advanced tutorials. There's another 18 waiting for you there. Wow, that's a lot of tricks. 58 magic tricks. And guess what? I feel like I'm just warming up. I have a lifetime of information that I'm excited and ready to share with you. Thank you all for being part of the journey and joining me as we do so. I do have a Discord. I meant to put the link in the description. I might have missed that. If you guys would like to follow up in the future, we're starting to gain some traction on our Discord. I know I did put it in last week's live or the week before that. I don't know. Maybe you can find it. Someone reminds me in the comments. I'll drop the link in the comments as well. I see a lot of members commenting. Thank you all. You guys are really making a difference here. When I collect my small but heartfelt paycheck from YouTube, you're the ones that are making a difference in my life. That, and thank goodness the Shorts platform has been monetized. If you can manage to spend $1 or $2, maybe put something on your holiday list at conjure.com. You can book a lesson there if you want to do that. And there's no apologies for being late. No, it was a relatively unscheduled event that almost didn't happen. I'm winding up now as I've got events to do. I can say thank you to Meyer before I leave for your kind super chat. I always appreciated there. And Haywild says that he bets I can fool Penn and Teller. I auditioned last season. I didn't make the cut. I had a wonky audition, but look, they're auditioning season 9. And guess who's stepping up to the plate again? I'll be sending in my audition, waiting on a secret prop that should be here next week. So that will be in the mail, and hopefully I'm manifesting everything else. Why not manifest the Fool Us appearance? And maybe you'll see me on the big screen TVs next season. I'm not going to spend any more time to do magic right now. I've really got to wrap it up. If anyone has an important question or a comment, now's your chance to get it in before I do bid you all a fond adieu. Antonio asking for a card trick. I'm going to ask you to watch the replay. I did a few today. Newell, I look forward to chatting again. And don't know if you're on the West Coast still or not, but I definitely look forward to meeting all the West Coastians. It's going to be a good week. Oh, yeah, Donnie Lloyd mentioning the original, the Virginia City Shuffle. Louis Falanga's routine that was published in Lake Tahoe Card Magic. That's true, but really the Bob King variant, and I do it with Ace of Spades, I think it's a little more refined. But yeah, your name in the originals. 10 points for Gryffindor. Donnie Lloyd scoring. I haven't been on any major television, Oliver. I have not been. Yes, Lucas, you do magic every chance you get. That's the key to becoming great. You want the secret to becoming a good magician? Perform every chance you get. Matthew, I do not perform religious-based magic. I treat my magic like I treat a bar room. No magic, no politics. It simplifies things, and that's just the way I handle things. There is a Tarbell course volume. I would recommend that maybe. Tarbell Volume 1. There's a Christian adaptation of all the routines from that book. That's probably the best way to get that. Dylan, you didn't miss me in Boulder. I injured myself in Fort Collins. I didn't make it there. I broke a rib. I broke a rib while doing a card trick. There's a video of that as well online. This is my second pair of glasses, which I got about a year ago, and I am in need of another pair coming soon. Oh, you're just starting school. All right. Well, good. Do a trick every day. That's what I used to do. Every day I'd be like, trick of the day, let's go. And I'd get a little group and do it, which is one of the reasons I have lots of tricks in my life now. Ishan, I recommend books. That's how I started. And, you know, there's magic kits. There's YouTube. Books are the best way to learn. It allows you to interpret the art in your own brain instead of watching guys like me telling you what to do. You get to figure it out on your own. That's much better. Steve, thank you for your kind words. And right now, I'm literally living the dream. I mean, just this week, we had a reasonably priced house we're moving into in the near future. That's lined up. I talked to Jack Goldfinger today. I'm booking the castle. And all of you kind souls make this experience a daily dream of mine. So we're all good. The hats come from Kangol. You guys should email them and suggest a corporate sponsorship. Kangol. Kangol. Harry, the next stream, good question. I am literally making it up as I go. I'm super busy these days. I'll be street performing all weekend. I'll be in the French Quarter Saturday and Sunday, hopefully getting some footage to share with you guys. I have a couple of videos that I've been meaning to do, and hopefully I get those done next week. Got a backlog, but I'll be live. Maybe I'll do a poll. Stay tuned for the community tab. I'll do a poll, and you guys can pick when the next live is. We'll figure it out together. Thank you, Nico. The feeling's mutual. It's a pleasure to see people show up for these events, so thank you. All right, guys. I think I've spent myself, and the wife will be home, and I will need to leave with her within the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to go turn off all the off switches here. Really going to also finish up the Svengali edit, so stay tuned for that later today. And Chatty, I'll be at Brent's Theater. That's going to happen, no doubt. I dig Brent Braun 1,000,000%, so I'll be there. Just stay tuned for that event. I like Brent a lot and look forward to spending some time in his jam. There's links to the members in the description, William. So go down there, look for the join the membership link, and you can do that in the description. The replay will stay up. If you've missed the live, just watch the replay. And that's the wrap. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Truly a pleasure, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Yo, ciao for now. Bye. Yes, au revoir. Stop.